What's up, guys? Momo Joni, aka Ben99 here, back with another video. We got a great holiday special here. I hope you guys had a great holiday, and here we go. We got this guy, which I don't think he matters right now, but that right there. This is what the main part of it. This is the Sweet 16 Hot Wheels from the original from the original 60s, the original cardboard cutout ad, and then all the original stamps that came with it. So we'll showcase every car here, and we'll race them down the track outside. So yeah, this is gonna be great. Hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you subscribe to both channels, and here we go. So we're gonna start with the first car over here. This is gonna be the 1968 Custom Mustang. This and the Camaro right here. This and the Camaro were the hardest ones to find because they were sold in many gas stations, because this was an ad that was going to be in a gas station, and they were the most common ones to be picked up. So finding one in green, especially with the 1968, and from the ones made in the U.S. were the more rare ones. The ones made, if you find one of these made in the U.S. with the same color, they are pretty rare. So that's the good review for the Mustang. Let's get it onto the track and see how it goes. All right, so we're gonna start with it. We got the Custom Mustang in lane 1. We're gonna send it down the track and see how good this thing rolls. Not bad for it. All right, that is pretty good. Nice run for the Mustang. We're going to move on to the next one right next to the Mustang, and this one's going to be the Custom Cougar. This one also does have an opening hood. This is one of the original ones as well, but the Spectra Flame paint is all these ones had a special type of paint called Spectra Flame, which made them so special about them. This one's also made in the U.S., which means it is pretty rare, and this one's going to be pretty fast, I think. So let's run it down the track and see how this one's going to go. We got car number 2 here, the Custom Cougar. Let's see how it rolls down the track. I feel like this one's going to go pretty far. Hey, not too bad for an older car like that. That went pretty far. All right, let's move on to the next one. Moving on to the next one. This is going to be the Custom Corvette. This one also, like the other one, Spectra Flame paint. One of the first ever ones ever made. This one does have an opening back hood. I'm going to put it upside down so you can see. Yeah, this one opens differently. Like these ones have the hood that opens in the front. This one opens in the back. Yeah, this one looks like it's going to roll pretty good. I mean, it has very good wheels and is in excellent condition. Let's see how this thing's going to run down the track. We got the Custom Corvette here. Let's see how this thing's going to roll. This one, I'm pretty sure, could go farther than the Mustang. Oh, wow, that ended it right there. Hey, that went pretty far, I'll say. It's farther than the Cougar. Let's move on to the next one and see how it rolls. We're going to move on to number 4. This one's going to be the Custom Fleet side. Now, this one's going to be probably the most special out of all of these, because this one actually has a really cool function. This back part back here, this one doesn't have an opening hood. This back part, there's this little attachment right here that allows you to actually connect Hot Wheels track to it. Like the older track used to have that connector piece, and you could send it through to make sure that you could roll. It can work as like a ramp or something. Other than that, this one's cool. Spectra Flame, original Sweet 16. Let's see how it rolls down the track. Custom Fleet sides up. Let's see how far this one's gonna go. Hey, it almost went farther than the other last 2 that went. That was pretty good. All right, let's move on. All right, so this one's gonna be a little different. As you notice that the next one's called the Cheetah, which is this right here. It's got normal color, looks the same. Well, this one actually has a little bit of a gimmick. If you look on the bottom here, it says it's called the Python. Fun fact: when this ad was starting to come out, before they were like done naming the cars, this car was called the Cheetah. Well, in the last second of the production of this car, they called it the Python, so they couldn't change it on the ad last second. It's on that ad as well. If you zoom in there, it says it's the Cheetah. So this car technically is called the Cheetah, but according to the ad, but it's actually called the Python, so that's a pretty neat one. So let's see how this one's going to roll down the track. Noting the actual reason why they changed the name from the Cheetah to the Python is because it was a copyright at the time. There was a car called the Cheetah, and they had to change it last second, but they didn't have time to change it on the ad. But the button actually is called the Python, which is funny enough, but technically on the ad, it's still called the Cheetah. So which one do you guys think it's called? Let's get to the racing. You got the Cheetah or the Python coming up next. Let's see how far this one's going to go. Oh, almost the farthest one. That back definitely messed it up. Let's see. That is almost pretty far. Okay, let's get on to the next one. We're going to move on right here. This one's the Custom Eldorado. This one's got nothing like the other ones. Like these last few had some gimmicks about them. This one does have the opening hood. But this one, other than that, Spectra Flame, Red Lions, original, part of the original thing on the original ad. And so, yeah, let's get to racing on this one. This one, I think, could go the farthest. Think Mustang will hold the record, or do you think the Eldorado will meet it? Let's see. farthest run of today, and the Eldorado is going to take the farthest. That was crazy. All right, let's move on to the next one. Got the next one on this. This is the Beatnik Bandit. This one also is one of the two bubble cars that are in this, where it has like the little bubble capsule there. This one, same thing, Spectral Flame, Redline, Original. This one does seem like it rolls pretty good, and I love the design of this thing. It's probably one of my favorites. So, let's get to the racing on it, and let's see how this one will go. I think it might beat the Eldorado. We got Beatnik Bandit next. This one might go pretty far. Let's see. Pretty smooth. Under. Holy. That's definitely going to be a far run. That was crazy. Got your next one, number 8. This one's going to be Hot Heap. Now, there is some controversy about this one. Not really controversy. But this one, during the first few of these cars that were released, there is this little tilt in the windshield, if you notice. When it's a little straight, I'll go under the desk like that. You can see that little tilt in the windshield. If you have that tilt, then that means it's a lot more the rare ones. The newer ones, they put the windshield straight up. I don't know why. But yeah, let's get into the racing and see how far this one's going to go. Hot Heap is our next one. Let's see how far it's going to go. Hot Heap actually might have beaten that one Cougars run, but that was a pretty good and almost made it past the Mustang. But yeah, let's get on to the next one. Here we go. Next on our list is probably the rarest one here. This is the custom Volkswagen, the original one. Now, there is one little gimmick to this one, and that's this little sunroof right here. If I can get a good zoom on it with focusing, all of the original ones had these sunroofs on it, and most of the sunroofs broke. So it's going to be pretty hard to find one with a functioning sunroof, but that is one of the rarest ones, as only the originals had those, if you can find one that had the functioning one. So let's see. We'll get it down the track and see how far it's going to go. So Volkswagen, let's see if that sunroof can add anything to its drive. Almost under. That's the second farthest run, beating the Mustang. That was a good run. Let's see how the next one's going to do. Almost halfway through. Here we go. The next one is going to be the Ford J car. This one's going to be pretty cool, as this one was actually the inspiration for the Ford GT40. And yeah, it does look kind of like a Ford GT40. It's pretty sick. It's got this opening back. I don't know about if this is the only one that has that opening back or whatever. Let's see how this one's going to go down the track. I feel like this one's going to go pretty far. Is the Ford J car as fast as a Ford GT? Let's see. Looks like it isn't, but it's still went pretty far, I'll say. Almost getting up to that Volkswagen, but that did very good. Let's move on. All right, so our next one is actually going to be the cover or the main part of the ad. This one's going to be called Silhouette. Now, you notice on the ad that the color is blue. Well, the actual color on here is purple, as you see in that one and you see in that up there. The Silhouette is actually one of the cooler cars. It's the only other bubble interior car that this one has. Looks pretty fast, and it looks like it's going to roll pretty good. So let's see how it's going to do on the track. If Silhouette goes the farthest, it could become a Silhouette. So let's see how this one's going to go. Oh, man, that did not go as far as I thought it was going to go. But still, a great run by it. Let's go on to the next one. No Silhouette for him, I guess. Let's move on to the next one. This one's going to be the Custom Firebird. This one, like any other main car in this, has the opening hood, which you can see like that. I couldn't get it open. I had to flip it over. This one looks like it's pretty good. Spectral Flame paint, red lines, and it's one of the originals. So let's see. This one looks like it's going to roll very good. Let's see how it's going to do on the track. Let's see how the Firebird's going to do. This one probably is going to roll the furthest. Looks like I was a little wrong. It did go a little farther than the last one, so that one's probably going to be in second, but that was a great run. Let's see how the next one. Moving on to our next one. This one's going to be the Custom T-Bird in this rose color. This one looking pretty nice. It's got the opening hood, as always. It's got a great thing, Spectral Flame, red lines. This one honestly feels a little smoother than the other ones. It's got pretty good wheels, so let's see how it's going to go. Thunder beat Fire, because I think it does, so let's see how the T-Bird's going to do. Will it beat the Firebird? Oh, it looks like it won't, but it does go pretty far. So we'll give that one a pretty good start, and we'll get on to the next one. My favorite one out of all of them being presented by, oh yeah, Macho Man Randy Savage. This one is going to be the Diora. The only reason why it's my favorite is because these surfboards, these are the original surfboards that were on here. They are so loose to come apart, and most of the older cars don't have those surfboards on them. And And this one definitely rolls pretty good. So we're going to see how this one's going to go. And he's going to be watching us while we roll.
Oh yeah, here comes a Diora. One, that is not a bad run. That is second place right there. That was a great run by the Diora. Let's move on.
This is the second to last one. We're going to go here. This one's the custom Barracuda. This one's got the opening hood. It's got the original color, red line, Spectral Flame art. This one seems like it. I honestly like how smooth the design on most of these are, especially with the other ones. Like I thought most of these cars made were going to be like all like rough and stuff when they were older because of how old these are. But yeah, that's pretty crazy. So let's see. We're gonna run these down we're gonna run this one down the track and see how good it's gonna do.
We got the Cuda. Let's see how far this one's gonna go. All the way! That could have went farther. We're gonna look under. That went pretty far. That was a great run. Let's see. No, it did not go farther. So that one's gonna be put in second. That was a great run. Crazy.
You say the best one for last this is the rarest one of them all, the Custom Camaro. This one overall was just the hardest one to find out of every car on this. Probably the second hardest would be the Mustang, the Volkswagen. There's so many other runner-ups. This one definitely tops them all. Great paint on this one, great wheels. Let's see how far the last one is going to go. And then we're going to race them all to try to see which one is the fastest out of every single car.
The final one, Custom Camaro, is going to be coming down. That went pretty far. All right, so we're now going to set them to a drag race competition, see which one is the fastest. Let's start with the main four that we started with.
Now, for y'all collectors, this might sound crazy, but we're going to put them into a drag race to see. My dad was always saying, hey, all toys are meant to be played with. Doesn't matter, you can collect them if you want, but they're always meant to be played with. So we'll have them set in the heats. We'll race these ones first, and then we'll continue on. And then we'll do 2 sets of races for whoever the winners of these two are, and these two are, and then we're going to have a final matchup between them. So let's start with the first race.
In lane 1, we got the Custom T-Bird. Lane 2, we got the Custom Barracuda. Lane 5, we got the Custom Camaro. And lane 6, we got that Custom Mustang. Let's see how these are going to go and who is going to be advancing to the next round. And it looks like the T-Bird is going to win. That was a crazy win. Let's move on to the next race. We got the Custom Cougar in lane 1. Lane 2, Custom Corvette. Lane 5, Custom Eldorado. And lane 6, the Custom Firebird. Who do you guys think is going to win this one? Let's see how it's going to go. Oh, we have a knockover. Holy crap, but the Custom Eldorado is going to be winning that race. Let's go on to the next one. Lane 1, we got the Python. Lane 2, Hot Heap. Lane 5, Bean Dig Bandit. And lane 6, Silhouette. Let's get them on. Oh, and it looks like Hot Heap is going to go under. He's going to be winning that one. Well, it was a crazy race. Lane 1, we got the Diora. Lane 2, the Volkswagen. Lane 5, the Ford J car. And lane 6, the Custom Fleet Side. Let's get it on. Oh, and the J car is going to go all the way. Wow, that was a crazy run by everybody. Here we go, the semifinals. We got the Custom T-Bird versus the Custom Eldorado. Oh, Eldorado. Oh, my. Wow. And the Custom T-Bird is going to slide right past the Custom Eldorado. What a race. Here we go. Lane 2 is Hot Heap. Lane 5 is the Ford J car. Let's get this one. Oh, and the J car is going to go under. Wow, I think that J car is absolutely destroying all these cars. Let's move on to the finals. In lane 2, this is your finals. The Custom T-Bird. In lane 5, we have the Ford J car. This is the championship of the Sweet 16, presented by Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, yeah! Let's get it on with the championship. And your winner is going to be the Ford J car. What a race.
Thank you guys for watching the Hot Wheels Sweet 16 review sponsored by Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh yeah! I hope you guys enjoyed this presentation of this Sweet 16. Our champions for the racing. Well, we got that Ford J car. That thing was unstoppable. And I don't even remember what car went the furthest. I will just probably look it over some other time. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys. Make sure to subscribe to both channels, and I'll see you guys on the New Year's sign up series 40. Bye, guys.